Say Ghana Education Service I reported say 421 junior high school people and womu enyin say omu get pregnant during the times of COVID-19, especially the lockdown. Na mamino penny enkobo ehu enkomo. Oh, John Usu, Otimenka, Mache, when I'm to say.
Yamia, Gidis and Yamia, the most more.
Yamina dum, wa cry, Gidisa was your phone in our son ye.
Yamia, yes.
Sir, a church of 4 hours, Shadam na abofra, a basukuse obushadia. Yana mudikai ehwehwe bibi ete abofana se ye ne ntiase de sile ni so enkanka omu a omapagya omu frim upper primary airko no edi bibi aka ho apart from eniema ombetena the 4 walls of the room no asua se adesuafo ana
yo me che Wontumi tifu nyina me dase eye nokre enye classroom ko na nkwada no omo tresua de anaso mu sua de a ne classroom no man kutu na teacher for no kire wo ye kire wo abrabo mu nsem kakra maya no sei nim sei teacher for kire se de wo so mkrakra wo ho se bia onim na bu ne nsa ena ye kire wo mu kwan so wo fosu no kra wo mu ho a pese bi onkoto Gamamun coffee here and I knew thing and in Nassau. I did a foreign no more break over here almost a kilometer near ye, Umkofia, Umuma for a kilometer. Almost I know many and yet, where she a book, no man do have Rabu and tea, a teacher for the room.
Me nimara ya na true that no mu esu sunkubia mo eye mo nwanwa se odi frifie aba ebi anka se awofo anasa hwefo atimi akora anasa wa momu sa antete e wo kwan sa kwan no so ana
no kra wo mu ne say teacher ni biara psychologist kakra psychology kakra woni ti akora be school ya teacher for ni timi hye ehu say akora we bi afia wo firi mu efie no say netie akora isu ben ya woda na die nyama ekoso bi ewo efie no akora na brabo bi a woda na di ni kire say akora ni kura su ben bi a ehia say bi a ye beboa no enji saa no mani nyina teacher for timi hunu tu hana mo ntini o counselors ewo schools no eno ka hu bi pa ye hu sa akora we su ban bo mu akora we ni no yoni a teacher for no timi boabo ma no fra kwada no ye ma na kwankyere etunufo te de be ya na brabo bi emfaso amo no ana ho na emfaso amo man no so
ya na omunti ase ene se de omusi jimu nsam no etu wana mo ne te sei
no kra no se oh ade ya pa wo emu mesumu awofo wo mo so kwan wo so mo do mo mafaso teacher nya kira kwara ade no wa ma na kwankyere no kofi a awofo bi tumi dane akwana dwi fi sa ade no itomre bi a wo de wo kan no kra no nya no na kwada ni ti ye ne maame ne papa bi ne wo fa bi e ka kire no no enu hu hia no bibiri anadu okra de ne mpna bi ka kire no no na ne je no ho chen de teacher ni no e ka kire no etomre bi kra sa teacher ni no ne maame aso pa na kira kwada no bia ne papa so pa sa teacher ni na kira kwada no enti uje ho na ka asem bia o de na dwena to bebi kra nya de wo ka no ti na so kakra bi wo mu a wo mu de o ka bia wo mu tumi de adwuma e ma ne boa wo mu
421 junior high school students and umukotna fia mampani esa ejane tumi so ema kwan se yenko school no ebi mu nkupo no me final year students na ababeto ja se umu anyam as a teacher, a teacher for the psychologist, no. What will be your initial attributions and non idea? I contribute to the animal apart from the eddy kind. I do know the Hunkoma Wabosi.
Medasi. Nini answer you him pa 421 or so. And only a man crow. You know, research in him, a man so much I am quite I be.
101.3.
That is also on that.
Big Papa so much I am quite be baby brew. I know the young Kaye. Mean my bema back, I feel back with me, Kramian.
Hey,
I feel back up it.
a man a pen one as on the penma.
Making up the other side of the man a penal. The coffin some way banging on, say a coach messy. The coffasa in Saint Bibidia ban. A far yet the Bema our phone. Many I didn't make us. A wolf for Baba Tennessee. When you are Quadano next na you really see. And when I know more penny views of Cacrano. Woman watching cone. Watching Cadada woman. Oh, my young the day. My man so. I'm a tranche. The dear William Medri, your mamma tranche. Oh, and so one when you are Quadano. No, Jaja woman. You be just one and just you. Nanin say no mumpuno. You now call ye testing who said Jaffa Diana. A hawker also so young change. A woeful Jaja woman said you Quadana to woman. And the Quadana you mupe. You got to feel so long. Say the additional responsibility for two parents and so.
Yeah.
A Quadani coast clear or Yaman is Cacacrano quite be a numerano river. But they see, Oko Tom won't be sick. And you will so many answer. And I won't follow you, woman, Tino. Then you jump for Dano. Crowns who fear no young cartoon young now, shall be any fear. No chance your bonnet. And San will not teach your bonnet, dear Locope. Women in Nara. Na, I will follow one near conformal. Nako fast hour how we in about. We yank to find COVID. Yank to find sharp bite. Yank to find teacher me.
Wontumi.
A Yahoo for Nancasa. Minya, a Phoebe Waha. Oh, Subanso woman no Casapa.
101.3
Mamma no woman to feel on Suban. I will Timuno. I could only who and to whom I want to be seen. Oh, Siano, what dear winning who yells and two to go home. Now, could I know your Siano, dear Sayan, son of Macahan? To be who I say, I can't go for you, Zabi. The Billson woman maned that. One in the year in the maned that. And so, the beer and child dining. Now, the moon you be uncle. The walk of hell, I will say, what that. I didn't think I could have that within any fair dine one for the young puzzle. Well, child be dinner winning. And you would your old yen in Aranakodan or she. Or Shannon, who threw her on so called Akosasha say, I give we say that ya, me mamma and papa Mutai, Mammy Binche. Who will look for us some number. And I will follow 3 years. Say, Tapulika and I be child animal for shame. I could only peer one kill a good son of baby a walker. Never will need a cheek. The Yamakaka with here. From Mano. Let's chill about who cast a children the Biara. Now we are going to see what's a more chance will be teen about it. I will fool. Yen and I are semper. Yen to one more.
So, yen to me, Casa Abia and Nebedi, we are seeing corner. How they are exposed to Yaman baby through the power of internet, social media near their D, and now solely a lack of proper parenting. And am I a win?
Why are dear password to my grades as idea so? That social platform, mobile phones, computers in the normal so was soon as well. Now the woman, Meme Baba, I have a copy. oko school me monitor no secondary school oko school sa ko secondary school when you mobile phone da when you be da he said man to be a man on the media me catch akwada
no one is kana
oh me na me nya sika to be a man na mo makra no da achen me nyama me mehuru wo sa internet no so no me mpesa akwada no be kwa koto sa nso hwenim ani nti no me kasa kira akwada no oko university afia no ko yo ko mi to bi ma no na me ka kire no se they say the wu ni na niema wo so ni hwe hu yie wo da achen e hye wo nsem me bi akwada no ben me ti de me ka kire no no oti enti se na akwada no hu se de su mobile phone no wo hu niema wo so wo hu de ope ene de wo mpe ne mo makwa JHS akwa pieces akwa P3 what to mobile phone amano enough of one can easily influence him or her I feel better na wono waje wo nsam kura wo ya no hwia enyi e honi nara no so no me ni on sa awofo ho dum na awofo emu ni ko ho se me ba me mani ni su mobile phone wa bra wo sa me mani ni ni ma tombo ase a kire no ansa no isu mobile phone wa na wo hawi nara e be free because akwa no ko school no use computer teacher for monitor no wontimi use computer no basa bia na mobile phones ne kura wo mu no e na fofo frɛ no wo frɛ ne na fofo ni nara e de kura ko sa so hwenu enti awofo nhwe yie wo sa kwan no so na wo mma ankoto sa so hwenu
Mami Musa say the world today, how difficult is it for the teacher say otra kwala de na nsa tono so near otu akwala no fo na mo pesa akwala no etunu akwala no etie than maybe 2 decades back.
Good. 2 decades back. Nfie du no etwam no. Na sa mobile phones, computers, sa no mani nyina na ni ho. Na wofo ebu akyerɛkyerɛfo ankasa awofo de ni die ma akyerɛkyerɛfo ɛnu nti no na teacherfo ɛwɔ control wɔ nkwadaa no so saa bere no so akwadaa yɛ mfomso ana bɔne a akwanya wɔ hɔ sɛ teacher ni bi twe akwadaa no so wɔbɛhye no nti na schoolfo nkwadaa suro teacherfo ɛnɛ sɛ si a yɛwɔ hɔ yi wokɔbɔ obi ba a na wasesa nkwadaa gu kam ni abetu school money abehwe obi Wontumi enti teacher ni no no so wo ha yo ma me nya jami so metim tinkwara na eje atechero for nsem number 2 parents so say parents ni buo biara ma teacher for na ungu teacher ni no ogi bi so ba no so bebu no enti parents ni so mu a teacher for nti no enkwara no say o mu so mu teacher for ena sebi o a teacher for no so bia bra bo no enfata se obi die ni die be ma wo mu enti se o sebi o teacher ni waburu da abontene na wo akwada ba be hu a ana wo akwada na asoma no akoto nsabre wo akwada na ne ti ba bi na mo we nsa sa akwada no die ni die be ma kani no teacher ni no te so sofo sa no man wo yakura wo di tie ene de ye na abontene ba biara enti respect for teachers is gone forever. And as I say, no, social platforms and also so abba ama awufune jawo mu man kwada no koso se mu panu biara enunti won so no no ma bebre change wo teacher na kora wo hu na ye de wo ti control sa kwada no sa no ma wei ekutia ngo mesua wo Ghana ha papa na ye ma yani enko ho ye hye ne yansa anya sa minia ni mo ma bi mu education kakra gibi say wa wunim sɛ ya gomesua esi koso wo Ghana ha sɛ ye ma yani kofom na wo fo tuo mbo ase titin kwada no na kyekye fo so ye dumbetim biara no mu kwakrom ho yi a social platform no enkwara no bekoso de nanso so abrofo nkwada wo mu yusu ya san ye be yusu enso nya influence bad influence kete pa no ewo so sɛ di nya e wo ye ha If you say, "Oh no, wouldn't fit you with Yanwa." Uncle for Habiam Emreno. Once you didn't deal on who said, no, dear chili. Yes, sir. Nankasan Quadano. No, that you may more minor.
The advocacy, sir, you better respect our human rights. Sir, Aqualani Fahudia or war, Ubia Fahudia a war, and then to some extent, restricted how critical and ka awofo ahefo guardians, parents, teachers, ebeyen ewo yen mofra no so ana.
Oh, child rights issues are very good issues. Na enyeme woman no ninya. Ye child right ya. Anything wo parent no. The wolf Macadana shas ye free from no woman into ya. Will be in here so quite advocacy in Krama Quadana. If we say the child will be disciplined, and if there will be abuse, you know, the word abuse, you know, actually say, one for compasso, and I did here with you. And you say, be a Quadana disciplined, that could be your best school where you late. Teacher knows in the way you late in Timebo, or my bass or poo. And no, you abuse the child. Never say you could there. Sebi predia fa nyemme kwosui awufuya jeja womu ni de me enkoda hu hia me yi na sam ko ya djuma wo school bi me ko ne teacher ni bi bu akoda me frɛ teacher ni no frɛ me head teacher kasa kire teacher ni enkoda hu hia me yi nemmom no yan hwɛ yan titiye yan kasa adibifo yan kasa Ghana fo yan titiye no yemi ni nko fanti tin kwadano nyanya child right so wako outside no nya konya ko schools no akɔhye nyema ekoso a me menya sa konya na ko schools bebree mu ene nkora na ko transit ahwɛ sɛ the teacher for teacher de ahwɛ nkora ni su na odi tutu ya de no ho so so wo mu akodan ye highly disciplined. Na ye have good day. Yes, child right. Yenda umumu ya dumupe. Any media nijira hode biara. Kayama kwanya fa yen Ghana for ntiti nkwadana. Yiri sa ufudi bi wa de bufu a wo ya de enye. Eno no sa no yebetumi atwe na so. Ne mum sa kwa ya bonni na teacher ni twe na so kakra awofo twe na so kakra. In the name of child right. We move in number 2 years. You don't read it.
I did a busy.
Young class in young child right. You're in Benfield. Maybe a many prophet of doom. You know who you busy Ghana.
About him, that's not a pay. Let me show.
Let's make that was it. Let me show also.
Ora John Owusu ayobi a wabene ewo adesuam nkwala ntetiye ene adekire enyina no kodaro mu yipa ena medina din komo 421. That is even those we've captured on record. Say in the midst of COVID kwala kotenefi number we me enye senior high school for junior high school kalan kitten nyemu a omami o maso to say lead your say no ne na ya de pan we de nkwala pa na ni ekika ekro eno no.
Hallelujah, celebrate Jesus with me.
bi na cheche mame na ye ne a banisika sem ni muntiase ye pa ya na se ayi aso mo chen no ye nya muntiase ye. Yes, Ghana successfully issued a $3 billion euro bond during the COVID-19. Na we ama no ebeye the international debit capital market no 3 billion yenya no HSA yanko a bibimam hanom no especially ya from hano ye na COVID-19 bem yetimi tu sa na mo na ama omani sika sem na ban no ehhehye pa opani ye nyina no HSA de na ban tumi aye.
Yo, brother, Masinama, here at you for Niranso, Anope. Niaoken can ye of my Ghana and your mind 24, not all my share of mine, Sika Samso, Eddie and Dean, Ako Amanoni. Na enam to me the amount so much share of my sika semintino woma kwako bobesia se omo de ba abeboa o maimu ebra a was a bon entini tintin ntitie nyina se yakọ a mindful for so na yakọ cancer ye sika nti obi a owo sika obetimi se o de boy ambisia no on fama yen na yema ne krata kira dia dance yes ya bon hobisia enti sanity
Minim se enye bra aban etu sa na mo ni bi enie ne won se utu sa na mo ne se omanfo eje so a na eje se de be na waye ne yie ana se de enti na omanfo enya sa arehemu no ewo mu
unum se besia bono ya na ebejina eniema hodo so na obi beye krado so obebo obema obesia no ebejina wo ohwe wo emre twemu a okwan a wofa so edi ohunni ewo mra wo bo obesia ni bi sa pen ewo no ankasa ho anaase obi fufura woni mu ne ho anaase wakobo besia obebi a obetimi akwa akohwe mahunu ebestimi agina so se ohwe wo ntoto ye a waye sisi anti a wuhia sa sika no na odi adi twuma bi a eno so betimi ama ho ne kono a rehemu ebetimi agina asemu abekan se wo gi sika no de akwa akoye no nso ebetimi ama anipa anaze adwumaku anya mu arehemu o man foforo so se wo mo ebetimi de aboa ebi onso baby a ukwaji besia no abanka sa no abetimi agina se o de sese ya ba begina ide em se yenti kasem isa enti yenkopɛ mwa emfiri baby ma mekania ye wo no ho ama yetimi de ayenia esese tibi aye wo mu sese nti yenye enti fa baby no Ghana for an answer mine my copy ye go or man penny for copy sika de abegina ye ma ye bibi no I am say baby ya kwako do no and said that nyama bibiri say ye kwako besia wo covid hu enti ena baby ya kwako sika no nso no eye eniema be minu nse bi no omo behwe ba kunso omo sika no bi ansa ne dia bobisia no mo nyanji tum so mo sika ni bi re bobisia na ye hwe botai nti a obeji sika no nchi di a waye niema de egu akwan mu a wo beji sika no de akwakoye na ye hwe emri bi etwa mu nso ko bobisia no no ankasa ho ana so ko bo wo fufuru a woni mu no a o hwe abakose mo etwa mu e wo obisia bo ho se na ti nti se ye ka we no nyina bo mu ne ye covid se na wi asensem ko covid hu a em se ebisia bo no enye nko ana yebebo anase yebo enam se ne wiase covid ni wiase komuntia entinema be se entina ye hu se be wetimi agya aka ne se ye se abaje ye so anase ya nyankofo amaye krabe so mbabo ye nsa bifia
COVID-19 premier amama nyina ehu akwa yeye meskanka sika fami se aban enya sika bi se ya ubetufu se miamia ban na won fan hyehyɛ ewo man chichire mu a eso betima ban fa so pa ayie ama amanfo nyina
yo madawa se emse yewo ɔman mu a yewo nyuma hodo a enyuma enyuma na sɛ ɔma no hyehyɛdeɛ fa baabi no ɛka nneɛma bebree broni bɛka sɛ the multiplier effect no anaasɛ nneɛma a ɛkeka ho no wofe dua ne mman no yɛ bebree nneɛma no bi mman no yɛ bebree ɛsen bi nti nea wokan na kyɛ sɛ woka ɛdeɛ ne yɛmfa sika no nyɛ nam yɛnya ho mfasoɔ bebree anaasɛ ho mmoa a ɛde bɛkeka nneɛma ahodoɔ no ɛdɔɔso sɛ bere mu a yɛwɔ mu ya de ne di kan a ɛhia yɛn mebɔ no tɔfo a apɔmuden ɛyɛ ne yɛdi nkan ɛnam sɛ nnipa no ahoɔden a ɛna dwuma mpo wɔ hɔ a ɔretumi ayɛ nnipa no asom adwe no wɔ n'ako a wosan ho a ɛna ɔretumi akɔ adwuma no na wayɛ ne yie nti deɛ aba yi deɛ ne di nkan a mesusu sɛ ho bɛhia na sika yi bɛtumi abɔ ho bra wo sɛ yɛni ani kɔ ho ɛyɛ apɔmuden na ama ɔman ma no anya ahoɔden ɔman ma no ankɔ ɔyare mu ɔman ma no ankɔ ɔyaw bia mu a ɛfa apɔmuden ho na ma yɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no ɛhɔ ɛbɛyɛ baako a mesusu sɛ ɛho bɛhia paa na yɛwɔ ahoɔden a ɛna nea obi ɛyɛ oguta mu a ɔyɛ sɛ n'adwuma no obɛtumi akɔ so wayɛ na wayɛ ne yie na mpuntuo nso aba mu yɛwɔ ahoɔden a ɛna adwuma no yɛbie foforɔ mpo a obɛtumi akɔ sɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ adwuma bi anaasɛ mayɛ akra dɔ mawɔ ahoɔden a bɛtumi ayɛ sɛ adwuma no bi nti apɔmuden ɛyɛ baako a ɛho hia paa a wɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛtoto no yie ne yɛdi hɔ bio nso a bɛpɛ sɛ bi a mɛka ho asɛm sɛ baabi a ɛbɛtumi de sika no ahyɛ ɛyɛ nnwuma ahodoɔ a covid yi ho nsɛm nti ɛkɔɔ fam nnwuma no kɔɔ fam anaasɛ nea nnwuma ahoɔden ne yɛ no ɛbrɛ aseɛ ɛwɔ nnwuma ahodoɔ bebree ɛnam sɛ yɛtoo adwuma no mu ɛnam covid nti no wɔn kɔ ahokyere mu saa nnwumakuo ahodoɔ no bi ɛnsɛ ka nnwuma bebree deɛ ɛsen nnwuma a wɔn kɔ ahokyere mu no dɔɔso sen wɔn a saa bere no mu wɔn tumi yɛ adwuma ɔnum sɛ yɛ a na ɔhaw bi aba a yɛwɔ nnwumakuo anaasɛ nnipa bi a wɔn ɛnya mu mfasoɔ ɛna bi nso ɛbrɛ but wei no deɛ nea wɔn a ɛnya mu mfasoɔ dodoɔ no abɛyɛ wɔn a na ɛyɛ nneɛma ɛfa apɔmuden ho nti bi a wɔn a ɛyɛ nnuro anaasɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ nneɛma a yɛde bɔ ɛdidi hospital dwuma ayasabea dwuma ɛna bi a wɔn de yɛ no deɛ na ɛho akɔnya sɛ yɛbɛnya dodoɔ nti wɔn de yɛbɛkɔ anim na mmom wɔn a yɛtoto wɔn de mu wɔn a yɛde kɔ amanɔne a obiara ntɔ anaasɛ kwan mpo ni hɔ sɛ wɔde bɛkɔ wɔn a ɛnam covid nti ɔhaw baa yɛato adwuma no mu anaasɛ mo ntwentwɛn so kakra no saa nnwumakuo no nyinaa no ɛbɛkɔ ɔha mu nti ɛm sɛ wɔ budget a aban de ba yɛ mu na ɔwɔ basampa cares anaasɛ cares program a ɛfa covid no nhyehyɛdeɛ bebree a ɛbɛma nnwuma no atumi agyina wɔn nan so ɛbɛma nnwuma san abɛgyina ne mpɔmpɔnso bi ho a anyɛ hwɛ mpo no ne gyina nsa na covid yi ba nti megye di sɛ saa nneɛma yi yɛ kwan a ɛbɛma ne mmɛn no dɔɔso bɛkeka nneɛma bebree a ɛbɛma asomdwie ne nkɔsoɔ aba ɔman no mu sɛ ɔman mu no ne ankorankorɛ ne abusua a wɔn a ɛyɛ nnwuma ɛwɔ anaasɛ ɛwɔ nnwuma no wɔn firi mu no nti kwan bi so sɛ na bi so sɛ yɛbɛtumi de sika a yɛkɔgyeɛ no ɛbɛtumi de di mu dwuma bi.
Wote biribi wɔ budget no mu a na wo expect sɛ wobɛte anaa? Either it is positive or negative.
Oh, me tibako baby na me expect say beba. Expect say beba ne say enam say covid bere no mu afi atwa mu nyina to no a emre to no a no aban ye niema hodu a mefa ne say wode che ye nkwa ebi fa nsuo ho ebi fa electricity nti na me nimpefe say akwan horo bi ebeba ɛbɛyɛ sɛ yɛmfa so ne yɛnsan mpɛ sika foforɔ agyegyeɛ mmra ɔman no mu nti ɛndeɛ na mɛɛspɛte sɛ new ways a akwan foforɔ a yɛbɛfa so de agye toɔ ɛbɛba ama yɛtumi de ahwɛ sikasɛm a ɛnam covid nti ɛkɔɔ fam kakra no ho ɛkwan na tumi aboa yɛn nti me fa no saa kwan sɛ nneɛma bi a na mehwɛ ni mu di a na kia ne ken na wɔ sɛ ɛkɔ kwan foforɔ biara so na yɛde hwɛ foforɔ ebio nso na mehwɛ ni mu sɛ nam nnwuma berɛ a ɔmo berɛɛyɛ ebi nnwuma no bi a berɛɛyɛ wɔ covid berɛ mu a afe twaa mu no nti no na me so sɛ nneɛma bɛɛ kwan baako mmienu bi a aban bɛfa so na wago fa baabi de ama wɔn no nso ɛbɛn mu deɛ na me hwɛ ni mu kakra kɔfa a toɔ a ɛkɔkɔfa a akɔkɔdi fuel emu ɛnam sɛ mɛfa sɛ sɛ yɛka toɔ no ahodoɔ no nyinaa bɔ mu a akɔkɔyɛ mmienu ɛwɔ a ɛfɛ fuel mu 10 pesos baako ɛna 20 pesos baako nti yɛbɛma about 5.7% increase in fuel. If I say oha inchi mu enum any actually point so babeka hu ewo yemfa mu a yetonma ahyen edidi dwuma ne ehyen ne niema hodo edidi dwuma no. Nti we bi na wo madwini mu ansa na budget ye de betika.
Some prayer yewura yare mu ye free mu anesa na aban tutusika sem ne ade mame musa and I have heard from Gridco say you're ready say ebia efisa bre ya kopembe abosume na ko numedi anim de and can you numedundum no enam dwumade bia omudi ntino we should expect say power outages no ebetimi continue maybe it might even intensify than the year when is here any this time sir enyuma as I come home say after covid and I say post covid o meza pega omu no how do you see the effect these power outages no especially our industries also
say sa enkania hwasto mi ebe ede how baba nyuma mu kakra enam say enkania ho asem no edi akotene wo adwuma ye mu pa enti me famu de enka wo mu de abetu dwade nanso mo imbo moden eye ne ntemu a ehwe ho asem wo nsisi bi anase enema bi omtutu ne ye bi a onkane no ho a edoboa na obronisi a negative de kwan pa no so onim se kane a wasem kwachew pra na chese de ohaw ba enyuma amuenam se wo so moto fanwo edi so mu kane a no mo de ayadwuma and also no how no afi na ni only generator also okokoto and I say no generator and so auto petrol and diesel edigumu na ntan otumenya kania de ayadwuma and no sa how no be ma eka what juma the cost of operations ama kosoro kakra na mwa papa bi and the positive side are buying yen so ama so na am say e fa ba ko unyamwa le fa ba ko sa fa hu kiri mu a then afi ne yeko balance basanka nkania wasam no etu kantem na fi de bia nyime bia pese o de kania ye dwuma ebi wo ho a enkebema enhyede pa ani mwa ban de manyuma ne ankwankwa ne afi ne nyina no etimi edimu enti nka kania samu kantem a ebebo it will rather reinforce the good side of any benefit and as a more maybe any free aban hono it james any family no person can name can at the end of the year in temwa and to tran temwa ebeboa enyuma ne ankwankre enyina ma emfaso a aban edi injishedi a odi gu hamle benya wo so na timi edi mu na timi agena yi
aban me da stano pay Dr. J.K. Tufuo eno aka meet me nu na nongotwe abo because Ra George akom atnase Ra Ishak Chebrobe enso atnase Dr. Samuel Efriye enso so atnase ha eye Wontumi 101.3 radio Wontumi television on Facebook. We are Wontumi TV. Instagram me YouTube no. Aye Wontumi TV live. www.wontumionline.com. Uruha obetuma read more about that. Madam and Waba na yabeshasie edin komo. Because I know the next 3-4 months a day anymore. You should expect say power outages, you know. Because say COVID aba afena ye pega ye hokra efrima enyumanyuma esa e pega biu na kan ye medunu to ebe meet this times no Dr. Vie dia na wunu
oh here ba
especially on our industries
ɔheneba anɔpɛ deɛ mɛkyea wo na mɛkyea tiefo nyinaa na makyea KSTV foɔ VC ne me Dean of School of Business and also me HOD ɛne mpanifo mo yɛ me boss baako paa ne Mr. Ishak. Yes me boss me nam nim sɛ nkɔbɛ ba kora nka memba nka memba kora nti asɛ wabɛnti nam sɛ me wanhwɛ a na mama yɛ because ɔwɔ ha de a menyɛ yi nti ana me nua so
George Akom no
ɔhene ba say uni watching them say no why you know ya bibi kakra enye hu
watch no
enye hu ebeba
okay
oh great cool I'm say last week here by near ka power situation na media personally grid co maintenance but in the budget it was indicated say they are very you know beba Kumasi so that it will serve the northern sector. I don't know say nunti nama power outages nearby. That is the first thing. And I got information yesterday about outstanding debt. Gridco, FAC Gridco, from the Auditors General report. And ECG is number one. Is number two. Is the number one because the amount is 145,360,706 cedis. That is the outstanding debt. Gotten this information and other sources, you know, it gave me some indication that probably it is more to Sikasem than probably maybe looking at maintenance issue that they are using as a justification. And if it is money issue, they should tell us. And Ohine Babaya was I didn't it I think from January or so, and I shall see kakra, and ye ba near bosso, mummy, look at now what they are saying, say, for the next 4 months, I'm here, yeah, be call schedule like power, and this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate in the sense that wasn't communia where. Na nipa planning who before ye beki kan yetira bom ne pushi o me akasasa, and this is some of the things that sometimes you know it give you much a government of the day, you know, some kind of bad image, even though there might be some issue about debt, but at the same time, you know, the handling of the situation by these people, Gridco and ECG, creative problems because they don't give us any information until they are being pushed to the wall. No one catch say this. And for the next 4 months ahead, you know, now no, I feel I'm catch say the timetable. And now the issue is I don't know whether the government has to pay this debt. Is it accumulated debt of more than 145 million Ghana cedi? That and then I think they are about more than a lot.
Other institutions.
Yes, yeah, Kosombo, Northern Electricity, even Northern Electricity company. Net is what NECO was. NECO. Almost issue statement to their customers. Now they also have an issue, a power problem. Now they are also going to. And to Ohineba, it is giving us a glooming picture. And then now Oka say doomso and I say doomso. And I think probably you better classify and say doomso because is he into me any other word probably to substitute it for doomso because last week Saturday you explaining what is doomso. Doomso was defined and any understanding of it. And for now, no, we have to all come together once are aware. Said this is what is coming. Yen organize package to accommodate those things are ebeba sebeya ebehwe ECG that is Gridco issue no. And there's another issue now say about COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, COVID.
say nyuma no do na COVID ni be ha omu tinkene a aban managing year especially be open up the economy no na industry set ma sa hye de ma bio na omu eba be face jankan ye de madundum ya
or anybody serious. Because now I feel like I'm saying epic. Companies. I feel there was more than 20, if I remember, about 24% of employees were deployed were sacked within time. It affect crane be mu cranky be a for more economy start picking up. That's a power problem. It to be serious. It will be serious in the sense, Ebema is a now the it's be at the next 4 months, you know. There also companies will be planning how will be me adjusting, and it will slow down growth, and even how small business, you know, bit me I say any bigger companies, you know. It's often will be clear. It's also be a method generator, also be a me restructure, me realign your activities. A bit me I gear towards these power shortages. I don't know, say the government was expecting this because the government has predicted some growth, about I think 7% or so. And in that case, you know, for the next 4 months or in the middle of a, you know, I believe it will affect the growth of the 7%.
Madam call alright shark che brobeho na menene kudin komo na let me read this piece from Gridco. I said the Ghana Great Company, Gridco, has indicated that the country may, in the coming days, experience intermittent power outages, for which a schedule will soon be drawn and made public. The power transmission company says the expected outages are to enable various maintenance and repair works to be carried out within the power transmission and distribution chain across the country. Corporate Communications Manager for Gridco, Ebenezer Mankwa, confirmed. And he said the outages are based on requests from many contractors expected to carry out the maintenance works on power stations, bulk supply points, among others. And he added that the period of the intermittent outages varies based on the request of each contractor. There are a plethora of projects ongoing currently to resolve inherent challenges in the distribution and transmission aspects of the power production value chain. The transmission lines, substations, bulk supply points, etc. These projects are scattered across the country. We have some in Accra, some in Kumasi, among others. Gridco is engaging ECG to decide on how best to go about the outages in order not to severely impact Ghanaians. The contractors are asking for some outages within some specific periods so that they can complete projects by the first quarter of this year's deadline. We have to discuss with ECG on the requests that are coming up to look at how we can balance the load so that we can minimize as much as possible the impact it will have directly on customers while making sure that they can keep their schedule. All right, Sachi Ruby, you're making kind of what you're saying.
I never made us say. Enchia for near her for. In common person, some in Chama de share, and sit a quama be possible. I don't know friend here, told you. 1 minute for you. 1 minute for you. Yeah. Okra, is a micro.
That's a view to see you telling you. I told you.
Micro direct over body as it. I don't know about the oh, about the assini. No, me about the assini.
All right, it's like last moment.
I pay panam to us. Many I say. One of the major pillars of development is energy. Na energy availability and costs. Boarding and ningina AMPD action, productivity and development. The American TTR say Engnama Hodino say Ebi Woho. Not say F4. Yanon de bois a menuma. Etimi koso. Ne say Yano free wa. yɛhunu sɛ enwumanwuma no na ɔmokɔ ahohiahiam wode nwumanwuma to nkyɛn a yɛn ankasa nkorankora yɛ daadaa setenam ɛnso so ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛtumi ha yɛn kɛseɛ paa ɛnɛ yi sisi yɛ post-COVID recovery period a lot of things are even done online. Okay? Na say me colleagues be a Zoom course na me hu say me akra no me phone no battery no from it was because because power no call from anti charger na say me timi nya no me sufficient enough but then say me no mo kasa me ba fie nso no na still ana emae anti emre na ye wo mu no so no doesn't support say you be go through sa situation we mo if we say enkomotwetwe no COVID is my inshia as much as we can see alternative be a use one of them necessarily say we meeting krana person we be fa abefo kwan so na aye so ni nyina agina ma won no so ansa na yetime di edi sa adwuma we say the okay kan ye no de na de kira ne say eye maintenance no person mo ye nsiesie ana person mo ye na wonim bibi energy sector no your experience power of former President Mahama Penso listening to the technical people and the technical people letting us down. You was experience, no? The number of times our President Mahama that time timidity or friend is saying timetable deadline ebedrona ebuafaso 4 times afedi ono pejanensa say one ho na oma mema deadline bia me mejo modi nanso so de tie ne say ade e friends anyina mu ahoden no say utwa ntoro wo mu a ye no akose wo yefunu how na one fe wo sen so what you say bedroom rebi no wa obehunu say wo suffer. I want to believe say a maintenance of transmission and distribution lines entina ye go through it but whenever before see bedroom baby a drain no I mean what were our experiences? I don't remember na nye dum so na ya press up just say yetimi dum no so within a space of 30 minutes be 3-4 times na basa ye kwa hu hiam obi among be break gadgets say because of that why nye careful crana if you to say oh and ye ka sector be a pivotal to our lives and to the development of the nation, which is the energy. Again, I'm holding. Obi betimi if you betimi ashe because of doomson and indeed your experience said doomson proper the time on the former President Mahama time on the 4 years now. And it was not surprising, so we grow, 3.4, 3.5%. So, and at the time, also, no, cost of power, and so, na cost, even at the time, Doomson cost. There was absolutely no relief packages, and a former President Mahama, to cushion people and businesses. It will be grand now, excuse me to say, will be mobile phones here for and all those things. These are all very flimsy kind of excuse. Why am I saying that? Say, from 2017 particularly, and you can't even excess capacity once.
Yeah.
I think about 5,700 megawatts. You use roughly 2,700 megawatts, even at peak period. Yet excess capacity, and no, a debt of 12 billion Ghana cedis. Say, ye person ye clear, sir. A canna a beda hono. Ye did 20 pesos at later of diesel or petrol, so just to deal with energy sector cost or energy sector debt. A car. Ye tia and you know one so and that's how bad it is. And then a war the economy. What statistics say by you see one of them fundamentally was to address the offender saying excess capacity payments na abano so over the timetable abba dear any name if you say ne kwanswa because in the midst of we saying no say timetable any ho a wonim say o baby a wote time say bedum kanea time say ye den kanea no ebema wo a you know the na any hane pa very very worrying but here the timetable kra badia na ye hunu say time say wo kanea time say woni kanea na yesade deadline bi atro say e bedru sam pempenso we say no how no e be free ho a ye no kra de o hene ba utimi hu say na utimi plan o life and the business out me plan the life, the operational life of the business and so. But where young kashi entry na idundundum no sano idea having personal or my explanation biao. Satam no yeah explanation bia. So a good so do we have a trouble thing by a slow maybe technocrats there a do maybe an room kakra man kind of me boy oh you will be paying particular energy sector you will be paying the course so yes sir and I agree with you Ohineba say post-COVID recovery no we don't need this kind of things we don't meaning say it's for the good because so why maintenance once you won't feed any nearma what about more the idea in a mancania at the Brahman for my fear more any woman you more a bedroom maybe no crown and Bibia agents it is any idea a home here na anti emra na air cost before some of the information we about trouble on na at the end and I stop almost say woman be kind boy amani cry no mama ye fair one san sacran sana information we ye babonting because you can't find one son information never. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Napo Owajuma
the institutional Napo
Owajuma
the institutional Napo
Owajuma because generation mix ye hydro ye thermal energy keka ho se se ya ho de menya sure so your problems are nemum transmission and distribution ina ma ho de nenu ano ho de me se ya de ye ni problem ho sa nemum se ye kofa abrayen na fe ye de bawia electricity company of Ghana and so ono so wo chiche no de akokọ manfo nwuma mu ne wo mfie mu eho ena sa hawi ewo na me this one can say first quarter of this year is gone it is no more
day 30th
first quarter of this year na first quarter there said the end there they must come again And so and we have a lot to say when we go into the IU economic intelligence units, issues. These are all relevant. Former President Mahama 2016 election now will lose you huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Because I want for the show train 2016. I sing one more Kokrumotia, the channel, set 2016 Babana, one of the Omo, just say, Obi Dumsong Kwa Hono, Dumsong Kwa Hono, be sing Kokrumotito, some Renabeso, or their family. What does it? Breaking the eight, packaging is huge. Yanunti, Napo Juma. All right. Juma na me feel say na omo na boafo no so me say bia na do dan kwakufo ado enche aboafo no me ka deputies no obeba no ama baba yetimi asolve sa issues we I saw it. Na me feel say na
deputies ne bebre ni momu hu.
I see administratively na so excited.
Oh, I know say binim crash say assist substantive ministers know more. Most of them know themselves.
Oh, all right, okay. Okay. Now, protect you over them who said, or has seen me the identifiable groups within the energy sector. I think it was beautiful administrative, approach. Your fortune in 2024. Who say, oh, na baby will be what technical idea relationship building with them idea who here pa na sai how we any the omo trouble thing omunye how them free na fe yenyina ye na so na yenko yenim ohineba
but I say right shark table no Otrade Kumase Technical University mamenko ora George akomho na mene nkodim komo Honorable Joseph Ajimandapa Ahafano Southeast Adjama DC Chemandapa na party for Nimino ye consulting chairman or man can some potemonum sa Papa good morning and pay me chow pa na meda was so na me japa di bi won potem honum na nkofu bi ye di mewu honum na menim ni asaforo afa Patrick ye recall no na sero si GF so ne eni menim ya ogina so a tu ho na mo no me dana se se enya me nko ana se party fo nyina eni nipa won potem na se ya no wo bre ema omo esum omo sa de a na je se Honorable Joseph Ajimada party ni da wase abanda wase but I o de tuna ho no enu ho adwuma na ogusu a Nyankopon ka ho na me se Nyankopon eni madom ni nyame mampani eni madom ma se on sa ma mfie na biu enka ho na tena ho e wadudwama se wankọ wani mu pa tena ho no ma esuma ban no orakom
Minia
mami ntewe
medase we dem amensre be 1 minute bi na menchia mpanimfo kakra bi dedi nkan no nra na yo mampani na woda kase pa ti yeso me di fa kwanya so amma no 7 enya yize na nra na mehwe message se koma no na chese yese de wa chechire wo soro ha no ya chechire wo soro nti enra no ye be mani tiri nkwana ya stress nyame mfansi mfini bebre nka ho na menchia otekokọ so ye ya de nyina kurura meko kumo so acha bema tribu akudia nana
bema nkwaso safo tribu akudia
na minchia dobonso so mai hene nana dan kwaju bisam unim se ohine yayi ahenie ene amamu kabumu ayede pao ti wo mo ya mo yesa ni nyami homa mde ni die mo pa o hwete se mi ame yonko Honorable Redu Juma wo di so ohine na wo sai asun sasa Redu ai nana no pa utie ya chiawo na yesi etu so enya kijirafo anetimetu mamencha Dr. Ampon oye Dean Faculty of IT Business Ghana Communication Technology University Wonkran doc mechia wa no pay na menchia secha from plains fo nyina
Ghana Communication Technology University we dem refi bio
da wo do refi faculty wani ba me dase se de wo kan ya bibia wo ye bia no so wo yire ho na ye ni ye mpanimfoɔ sɛ wosi nkurɔfoɔ ntoma gu fi na wɔn werɛ mu na ɛte nti biribiara woyɛ bi nka sɛ woyɛ ato agu memra ɛnnɛ deɛ yɛ discuss na menim sɛ yɛbɛka wɔ ho asɛm but ɛyɛ because wohwɛ energy a sɛdeɛ me nua yɛhyɛ ne dɔkɔ aka no ɛyɛ a woyi firi ɔman dwumadie biara mu ɛnyɛ yie na wohwɛ ɛkwan a Ghana baabi a yɛfiri baeɛ a yɛabɛduru mpɛmpɛnsuo bi a yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛn kanea anaasɛ yɛnyinam kanea no bɛgyina brane na da biara nso so yɛkɔ a ne yɛasa aba yɛ akyi no a na kyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛpɛ ne poma siberɛ so ɔho nti wohwɛ sɛneɛ da biara yɛ ana meka no a me nua Albert Einstein ɔka asɛm bi ɔsɛ the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different results kanea nsɛm ɛnyɛ nnɛ ɛna ɛba sɛdeɛ na me nua ɛhyɛ akene dɔko ka kɔsi sɛ wohwɛ mmerɛ bi ɛtwa mu na nkanea asɛm yi bɛyɛ ɔman dadwene yɛnnua no ɔmoyɛ nnwuma hodoɔ wɔn a wɔde kanea di dwuma even yɛn ankasa as individuals fie mu na wobɛhwɛ na wobɛkɔ w'ani da so sɛ w'aduane bi a nka wɔyere ayɛ si hɔ a mobɛdi na wɔtwe no nti saa berɛ na yɛ presɔ aduane no mu a wokɔ a sɛ nka aduane no wobɛtumi ayɛ si hɔ agye sɛ woyɛ deɛ wobɛdi ne da no a ne nyinaa yɛ adeɛ a ne ha dwene na deɛ nti a meka saa ne sɛ wohwɛ tam biara na no sɛ wohu budget no a ɔmo approve ma ministry no nano na mehwehwɛ mu no na me make reference to 2020 no na saa yɛ ma werɛho ɔhene ba nim sɛ 2020 sika ne yɛhwehwɛ sɛ yɛde bɛbɔ anyinam kanea ho ne yɛ nneɛma a ɛfa saa nneɛma no ho nyinaa no dodoɔ no a ne yɛsɛ yɛbɛnya firi yɛ development partners wɔ a na we expecting about 64.3% sɛ nkɛ hɔ na yɛbɛfiri aba ɛkɔ wie yɛ no yɛnya mu 12.5 pɛ na kyɛ sɛ yɛde yɛ ne too so sɛ ɔmo bɛma yɛ sika ama yɛtumi de atrɛ anwinam kanea no no ɛsiane sɛ ɔmo deɛ no ama no nti ɛma nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a ne yɛsusu sɛ yɛn nsa bɛka a yɛn nsa anka na wohwɛ ɛkwan a yɛfaa so a budget no koraa no kakra no yɛhwehwɛ ne nyinaa kɔ wie a yɛtumi nya mu about 38.7% a na kyɛ sɛ dodoɔ no a yɛn nsa anka nti na kyɛ sɛ ideas a yɛsusu sɛ yɛbɛnya wɔ nkanea no mu na yɛtumi aboa ama yɛtumi atrɛ mu no ntimi ankɔ wie ne pɛyɛ na da bia menya kwanya ya na meka bibi fa quality assurance and reliability in energy sector ho sɛ nkanea no a yɛde di dwuma ɛwɔ Ghana ha no sometimes ya na ya werɛ ho sɛ nsuo kora tɔ a wobɛhwɛ na kanea na dum mframa bɔ hwee na dum ne nyinaa yɛade a ɛha dwene paa na nano na mene yɛhyɛ akeka asɛm bi a mam sɛ wɔanya kwan ankyerɛ mu yie me deɛ always be I believe in alternative nano na meyɛhwehwɛ report bi na meka wieɛ no na yɛ ma werɛ ho International Renewable Energy Agency 2018 the report be by about kwan a aman bebree afa so a wɔn hwɛ sɛ wɔn betumi afa kwan foforɔ so ama wɔn nkanea asɛm agyina brane na me hwɛ solar sɛde na na isha keka wantimi anom asukɔ no wohwɛ ewiase nyinaa China ɛna da first a wɔn na solar no wɔn timi di dwuma hodoɔ paa na me kɔ baabi kɔ kan deɛ bi no was mamin cow hinabamide was a solar radiation produced from sun energy is in abundance all over the globe, but some locations are more suitable for solar panels than others. The last year was it makes sense to utilize the sun's power in places where sunshine is all over the year. Over bibi memuni Ghana in particular, and you know who dear your various energy sources are your thermal non hydro away. They say media there be a minya kwanya me pese yɛ alternative. It's all government institutions here. Wɔn nso so de nkanea di adwuma no a sɛ yɛntumi nyɛ ne nyinaa kora in a holistic manner yɛbɛtumi identify some of these institutions na solar yɛ a yɛnim sɛ ɛno nso so boa yɛtumi yɛ a yɛbɛtumi ama no atena hɔ daa because awia ɛbɔ na yɛbɛtumi anya saa deɛ no bra no biara no nkuro biara na mebobɔ so America China nom ne Germany m koraa wɔn totɔ so yɛ awia mmɔ hɔ all the year round but wɔn tumi nya kwanya de saa nneɛma no di dwuma ne kyerɛ sɛ yɛtumi hwɛ alternative dan sɛ da biara yɛde yɛn ani bɛkɔ akɔto wei so in relative to that no Jimmy Carter no Kasim so why would Jimmy Carter or say we simply must balance our demand for energy with our rapidly shrinking resources. And he said, yeah, he is sick energy no, or see it me balance no. And into make cases in the long run, or see a pair this solution no for a very first one that should be an encobase yakoyachi near Sabayanim, Sahana Natchez a market time. Now, a brandy be emissary or Casemi R. Buckminster Fuller or see there's no energy crisis, it's only ignorance.
How?
Yes. Or say there's no energy crisis, it's only ignorance. To know what can be so say kwanya you be fast so you be to solve problem is the best. Say in terms of well not the best solution, there be no because say energy crisis. And you hear say the enemy nu animal bosu ya be dru sam pempen so ya the bia say nkane asem no you how any ade kase da wo man so a we dey 3 year ya ntese bia o say ye ni fuel omo nkasa bibi o so mo ye maintenance say the menu e sha kekan no ye twen akoduru mra sa solution a omo de abase omo timi ye sa maintenance ni nyina de beba no ye ni da kwan ya ye hwe ni mu na ma ye mo nhihye ye. But say we na say nya sa net ya be expose doc make reference to some of the debt near the idea of I think in the communique no they never mentioned this and ye twen say almost say timeline omo de year this maintenance na be ba wie na say dru ho na say omo say babo ntin say be ma different reasons ya e ho na ye bit me hu clearly say bia de omo kan no nya no kre nti de ye kan nyina menua napo say de ye sha kekan no adwuma kase da no so na no na ye me fe so tu anamon na wo consensus building with the management of these institutions say we say problems e ho bia no omo be ma na so ate na ne nsa ka wi a wo hwe say obetu ho anamon because ade we ade a aban bi a wo be ye rough bia do be ko opposition said na ye nyina ye nim no 2016 e fa ye ntimi nya a whole research about this but say o ka say wo ko wachi akobusebusa niam adodo a omu gina so omu to aba ba ko e be ye this dum so issue a e ba ya nkrofo tom trim ma ye pam ndc aban nti sisi no said na isha kekan no report ba ye from EIU no bi wo fa baby but say ye betimi amma saa de na firi hɔ a anaso aban no pɛsɛ o ma saa de ni firi no so a ɔso tu ho na mo na nkodum pempen so a ebeduru saa time no wo ye ho hwe a enye yie and they say they have 4 years to make sure say this problem does not exist again and even there yenu anya po yenyina ye bompa yama no na Ghana nyina nke be da sɔre ne da bia ye nkane no ye de esi so they say no nse ne ye kan no akane no wo hokra won tehwe wo ho a wo be kɔ na dum but they say I'm happy say da bia no de besi bia mo me ya sote say rationing bi wo ho a mo me hu straight away na e will be a who's a ne kwesiada aha ye bedum no adwada ye bedum nti se bia watare bi kura na wo beto asem ho a na watimi ato asem ho but moving forward no I think say we need to look for a long term solution to this than say the bia is any issue with generation is the na isha ke kano wo hwe power ye wa and excess power ye wa bebre kwa nti minim nti a the bia no nkane no enyina so ba yenya nti ye say maintenance what they say project na ekoso anasa maintenance no mo ye no yenim se maintenance bia na timeline ye be twa ni twa ye koye nim ni pese ye hu se nkane no agina so a da bia no bia be da sorry no the opese de kane no ye bia obetimi aye anope wan hwe ye kura ye kasai bibiri ho a omo mfidie dunduma omo nya bi ntie ni nyina ye national interest enti ye betena ha ye kasa ndi se baze ye kasa se ya na bia nkane na dundum na Wontumi TV Wontumi radio ya be kasa na nkrofo anya bia hwe ni nyina ya de a binia emwa o man ntimi de se de maka na ye hwe alternative no de ye wo ho you bet me so de aboa ka de ye wo no ho na it is institutions be a person winning on from the national grid in terms of the main power supply no yetimi aboa sometimes we be call no institution go kra o mo ka o mo de in terms of light bill no nya sem ketwa mre bi etwa mu a minu sha kekra bi di ma dance a man bebre wo ho a o mo enya wo hawa at the same time bi trigger ba Ghana ha institutions bi to say universities bi kura ko ho kutwitwa mo nka ne medu ta mamofra no betwe so he kura no munya kane anya those places no say timi hu kwan do mbe fa so a yebetima boa wo mo na wo timi anya kane a be reliable no mo timi de adi wo mudwuma na aban no so ho ha ne kakra because wo hwesika institutions ni also mutua ne bedroom re bi kura no mo locations nko ento mo ntimi ntua na ni nyina e ka no da so ha compound wa ndi menime nuanom ya adwene se energy sector na ya pese yenya kane no so DJ adwuma ye nuanom ye baba ye nuanom ye hairdressing omo ye cool stores obi a hia ndi ho ya de a ma ye mfa ngro to prekra na mesre se menua na po akofa no se de obo adwuma e education ministry ho no won to aso anu onye sa na de hia ne bia no onfa na ye nta na chi na onfa nto aso
22 minutes before 9. I Wontumi 1013 Wontumi television. Spark Healthcare ewa angoma so bonsu mu hanu ma wo fanie efi ho na abusua de tiere sa no pe wotime nka na wo de wo dadwene wo koda na nyina eye infertility se oba no wo fafro na wo ba e de ma abusua ana se ode ma ekunu no na wansama ye den ense onom ne nkumafo taa na etata no amesrawo bia wa kopɛ na betim do ani akira sa wo hawi wo mbe ye free ho e de ma a Spark Healthcare. Prostate problem, diabetes, hypertension, sexual weakness nyina no Dr. Bosomtwe Jasise Bra on fa fidie si so en fefiu ni pedie mu hwɛ e de be pote ne hawo na ompe anopomasi bre emfa mam franwai e was 0503 440-286 and I feel 0241-641-415. A Spark Healthcare. Dr. Bosum Chijasi and was some Enamaka Ediachewi. Nemum say a Southika any problem. Say we see one more year what to our copy when Nasi will purge one of no. I thought I wouldn't there's a name word do up. And yeah, 21st clinic and I expert in South Africa. Woman and a bet me aboa laboratory and scan services omuyebi massage and machine treatment and also omu kanti papa bi so tawa enya asem keto akra. Ye kosunyane ye be remo tachima ne abago so de ba be wie e wo sahi takwa den so no ye betumi akwako piem e ho sanso so ana oba enkra domi market have you do building in China one mo ana kuma say ehwa overseas just after Alpha Radio. And I 21st clinic. Monsieur Mufidie, Omuonro, and Omonipa, Omua Abadaya, Muabutre, Emma Mudimo How, Air Course, Omusha, Entrase, Emamunina, 0540. 311 0540 311 aso pitibi o honu ma okwa said the nurse for besi atete won jojo wunu unfro gwana wo yare mo since we yare ade ko honum no but 25 grand you meet ma kan for the amount say udu honu ma environment no and the reception no kwa kra no e be bibiri sonko e de ma kwan na eniomu enkodi nkom na bom say ya dro and a war part of the Danny Heba Center, and no Num, Danima, Heba Mestano Elho, malaria, typhoid, and have a general body weakness. Danny Tone, Heba Mestano for loss of appetite. When you want to know to me, the no obetimia busu immune system near a Danny Tone, Heba Mixture, Unya DH ointment, body pains, joint pains, and have a waist pain, a baby every home. Now, Upasa we improve urinary flow. So, oh, June, betimia baye na I want chimunyina for comprebebre and sana jusoraba then prostate enlargement no ubetimi atu no so ase a Danis poster all herbal capsules na unya Dani natural herbal capsules na and for male vitality bema ubetimi abo adwuma ye edidi wo soro edidi wo form enso de account Kokolenak Dani herbal misty herbal and apidank and our phrase 0209677973 and our 0244 364-651. Alright, shock. Chebrobe, Mamma way. Now, you met to us, you zoom into the Economic Intelligence Unit. Womo reporter, Womo Edibana, and then Yenya any home come up. Now, the member said, would be any moon summons and will report. The appointment of Johnson Esedunketia to the Parliamentary Service Board. And this from Nanti and Womu Papa. Say, none what the year. MPs approve ministers are what check that after minister MPs no mramia meeting the entire womu kwaya science and what they tie what you are watching with you wako akwakoji then Brother Fees open apology letter to Honorable Ken Ofori Atta say the parliament ina jina tumpreko peno wa criticizing said he may be enquiry but on fancheno. But then feel letter ni also public apology to Finance Minister Ken Kuntum Kununku for it. Dear Ken, I want to apologize to you on all issues I picked on you in the past. What is it with you that the courts exonerate you? The executive arm praises you, and Parliament of Ghana approves you with a bipartisan support. Maybe time has proven I was either chasing non-existent crimes or misinterpreted the issues. Kindly find a place in your heart to forgive. I am really sorry. Thank you. Broja Jemfi Enuno, failed national youth organizer of the NDC, and Metite say on Joseph Yamino Mino contemplate this why and Umba presenting as Ashanti Region's bet say uncontested the national organizer of the NDC.
Okay.
Nimianu na fe can approve nimus and some na fire preamble lady edi economic intelligence unit report no emu Miriana mene the interviews have born back to back maba around
I never I find Ghana interesting.
Ghana be ye de I find never ye the
Ghana interesting. Media and Yadia is surprising the crowd. Na yana and Ukraine politicians Titu NDC Omon can for entre omo food so yes. Omo di omo echi. Look, I never say yeah me to way. What NDC for now for? I mean, no NDC for me. Sure, so NDC for now.
Baby.
Adam for no. Emo so a ding. And so you know, baby, she on Fidel soon as a boy and Amanyoko, a home a Dauro, near defending Amanyoko, a policies, near church, a Amanyoko, a policies. You can't any bresso. You can't any bresso if you say. Almost 2024. Yes, you see a person break 8. Now break the 8 slogan. The buy. It's so catchy and so beautiful. So package a woman and say, you can't want what's a maybe Becano has say, me copper visa cry as maybe University of Ghana for from copper visa. Dr. Muhammad Ibn Chambers. Why end this in here? Oh no, mommy introductory letter to the embassy. The trick that it did was that the same day you interview me, the same day you issue visa. That was the trick. Look, members of parliament now or more horses here. Or more I am for. Why am for? Look, you reckon of Riata. It's very good and it's very heartwarming and lovely. Sir, Broja Jemfi, I issue this apology. There are two angles to it. But when say washe na who say Ken Odijumaso no ya de papa. There's another angle that free her by also because any means so me can be mama nyoko for who say se said almost so nyina eh dia and you not just ye dia and that is a so mo yonko ebi wo MPP na man kasantia no na me no ahwibo mu a
and when this live control Facebook say Muntaka ye NPP MP annex
me tambia me comment from Muntaka Hobia. I balance the comment.
Makasa political students.
Yeah.
So use this 4 years a day enemy.
Oh, I mean a lot. Yeah.
About our political dispensation.
Yeah, co-elected speaker. Na anopa tu madam for PV John trying to frame me. And this in me sorry you no me see am tell me to me phone to silent man fan to if I Isaac baby you run vida to me and you know say PV I don't have any problem with that. I don't. And initially who can say komo we ya na before say no say Professor Aaron Michael Quay winning, that would have been fine. But I come back being Honzo so when you show so or a bad side. Nick connection with the Kufado and FKK. Oh, may even speak. Time be another parliament or your State of the Nation's address. Or connect it in initial speech, with Agban Sumana Kingsford Babin. All the time, and yes, obey a speaker. And I also knew some former President John Dramani Mahama. And I'm no Suntina Yera Agban Sumana Kingsford Babin. Only 28 years in Parliament, or can't say won't come in. If we say, na or Bois Branty be ewo Nadalo Kalio, I'm a yababi too. You are Babin shape, Jana Nebana, then news was she. And there's no way Abambabin Eba Babaye former President Mahama begging. I've said it. So, am I equal enemy? And the other than Kwakufado is in the ministerial less than Betoho. Na NDC for grassroots for fee say, oh, you want to parliament and you know,
and your chrono,
we bet Palm say, and you are the last three people, a Koyo upon Cromane. How a concern name. Dr. Koto Afriedi. Not just say, or when him say, or more DB, a cocoa batu, no more exhibit some kind of powers. One more Casamran Tiena, no more a formula. No more expect to be bizarre. I mean, I like this platform, so just say, the disappointment, they are not a super. But you see, you have to be governed on mind this way. This is the kind of collaboration that we need to govern, the state. Yeah? And yet, the Yato Abaman Nkwao, yada almost the damini sitting now. So, no, one is about governance, and yet the damini sitting now. So, Nkwa. It is what Ghana has said. Me also be kind say the Ghanaian project. Who say I bind the Bibiaba? Na who say the clergymen assume na almost support. Na nanoma kasa no more faso. Na civil society organizations aba no more faso. O ye dear in direction they are not very successful. So say no. Ye here none of them go for ne victory speech. As more kind no. Say a clear say 137 with one independent now. Ghana for no ankasa expect to say opposition any party in government no. Omo ebe yejuma ediabum. I think that is exactly and I go for a prophet. And that is exactly what is happening. And this is also called endorse. So nanado ministers are dombe tu hunyina. Yaji omatum. You reckon for the a catchery. I have a problem. Would the way a man for example, a share a japa. I have a serious problem with it. And I've said it time and time again. Say, na ye share a queen first ye di sika. Public expenditure. But a queen first ye pesika amana baby go for two no and sana ya spend in the day. Na ye time na another don't go for the kind and it will be part of my me we will not be alcohol. Say it sika so. Yet so that statement was true then and it is true now. If it's there was a bauxite deposit, $400 billion. That's what I said there. Na afei na abawe to a son na mono establish a corporation. I say yen kejangum. Onye banti Yura Broja Jamfi at me kasa de mano Emra NDC4 tried to accuse him say or friend is saying Wakwako saying Ashanti region resource na I'm saying no ni cancel was sign. Meanwhile na you on kwa and of friend is saying omoji resource no to mu on the signature no de shas here but the truth be told no say nipa na omo ho bebrebe a omo nyina agi to mu ansana all sign. It's very good, it's heartwarming. NDC of friend is saying food soldiers almost afraid almost smoothness level say the area kwasi prat you know. Some people are raising issues about Asidin Ketia's inclusion in the parliamentary service board, but Ira Aban Sumana Kingsford Bapping is also making references to the past. Some people are almost free, almost pencil, almost MPP side, almost a bass, or no making reference to the board chairman of Hackman, of friends say Cocoa Board, Hackman also and he is the longest serving member of parliament, Aban Sumana Kingsford Bapping. So far is the longest serving. And he references we saying in Kobamua, then na amanaye de kakra. But there is also the other side of it. Say this is a general secretary of a political party. I mean, a different. That's my opinion. Hackman, a slightly different. Unless says our time on Hackman hold prominent position within MPP as a party. But this is the general secretary. But of course, he also has experience in parliament because also a parliamentarian paying. So now me sure say about Babin, you know, share idea any parliamentary of fairness a procedure and all those things are already a jumana in nimuna obetusana mono. So baby to be an poem. You are sitting katia, oh no say ya by na buy no a cop parliament or no so or yajuma or also yajuma or ne economic intelligence unit. No, I mentioned it briefly. I mentioned it briefly, and what I said was that economic intelligence unit and Komona Omodiabetua Bontin say NDC ebetimia win election 2024. Nemum so omo betimia ebetimia basoa just omo change omo presidential candidate. You're right, John Mahama. Omo and Casablan to hold just like that too.
Yeah.
All the conditions are there. I better to. Na asama muka yi enwanwa. Enyanwa sa. If we say obi a share election 2020 any said the results no sikoye no. Na say all can we ahead anyanwa. However, economic intelligence unit is over 63 years of existence. How much a year? The reason why because a report on the better I would disagree with anybody or MPP near Obekase. My emphasize report no better no. Ma yemfa de tra. David me nyintum sa. And you can see a funny track. Na yɛbɛbɔ yɛ nneɛma pɔpɔ ɛyie sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛbiti saa forecast na wɔmde ato hɔ no na mmom sɛ yɛbɛka sɛ yɛbɛfa ne tra deɛ daabi ɛyɛ wrong sɛ yɛbɛfa ne tra wɔmo predicte MPP win 2020 2020 and 2016. Yeah. Both 2020 and 2016. Yeah. I will rest this morning my submission on one more predictions for 2020. Say MPP be winning. Any issues are and near more homogeneous one the predict here. And in somewhere as I report no omo na say in my opinion dito ningina buy. One, almost economic outlook. Said the Omani Sikasem and Shishay AC.
Our prediction we at a time, be
20 This one is 2019.
I said 20 latter part of 2018.
So latter part of 2018.
2019.
Exactly. And I remember this our discussion. We had this discussion in 2019, but now early 2019. And no way near for 2018 report.
And this their prediction is coming 2-3 months into a new government.
Yes. 4 years.
Kunjoboka said he was halfway through the government.
Exactly. Halfway through. But we said right from the beginning. So 2018, you discussed the early part of 2019. No? It was April 2019. And that's our discussion we so one more see Omaino sikasam hyehyɛ a MPP ɛyɛ nyinaa no ɛho soboɔ kɛseɛ no wode bɔ MPP a ɛnyɛ yie amanfoɔ nyinaa firi sɛ former President Mahama ɛne NDC aban ɛna saa sikasam no wɔn anhyehyɛ ne yie ɛnti na saa ɛhaw no ɛwɔ hɔ banking sector clean up. What was that today? Energy sector, debt. Some of covered my. Nasani mani no na eye niema abana wo twa mu no ena de saa how we aba taxes. MPP aban ehwe na wode akrakra. Na omusa ka say it is difficult for NDC under former President John Dramani Mahama to portray itself as the better custodians of the Ghanaian economy. I just say NDC abayno say also would do a minus sikasem ntotoye and shisheye sikasem nina eshe womo and semua a man for more Ghana and in tomb say warm betimi a chichilo or minus sikasem amana brane. Nemo talk also can say Nemo and this for was some opportunity be opportunity and say a buying MPP a buying and no bar what they are promises are buying iron so no boom to cry. Tenio, tell me the conditions back. So MPP and no bar woman dia bo my government promises no ombomadia no bomun to cry omubetimi ama MPP I answer to me I am ready. Look at what happened to Galamsey. Na hwese the NDC for se bo Galamsey mutokro
the financial sector clean up.
Financial sector clean up. Na hwese the NDC for se bo mutokro. A coastal area fishing. Yeah, they can say, Mamma a ban no. The way you end this for is a bomb to crew. When the catch us anime, I hurt as a people. Then again, international woman almost are providing almost so a quambia almost bet me and first I be a bit to me, but overall, no, one can say MPP ebe winning election 2020. I think, one more say a commenting on Ghana's political stability. Omaino, ye aban yosem said ye esitie. Na oyeba, me say once again, dito. One more say, MPP and NDC, ubehu matiu Macau. Nanso so Ghana pa de enkonko drum pempenso bia e de unrest ebeba e de woyene ebebere o man no ye hunu na dito so ye hunu de e course no nyina de on pese o kan ne se eba manwosem a o man Ghana o mbe pagya no te sa ponche ntokwa akosoro o mbe jesi fom boko yes ha de kosi ye sa pepe ena ekokosiye ena omo prezi MPP aban ewo ekwan a ofa so a o hyehyɛ oman no esikasem ne industrialization policy emfidi nyuma omo ka sɛ oil and gas enso eyade a ɛkɔ ne nyinaa bɛboa ama ɔman Ghana ye productivity ye nnwuma a yɛyɛ ne sɛdeɛ ɔman no nka nkorɔ no bɛsi akɔ no ɛbɛti akɔ so yie ɔmo kɔmmɛnte ɛwɔ Ghana yɛ credit rating sɛ yɛkɔpɔ bosia korɔ abɔnten a sɛdeɛ nefoɔ ɛsi ɛfa wɔn ka sɛ yɛ sika no hoɔden bɛkɔ fam ɔmo kora deɛ ɔmo predicted say by 2023 deɛ na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛduru bɛyɛ sɛ 6 cities 50 pesos you see what I'm saying 5.7 yeah 36 no and this ɛba sɛ yɛduru 2023 na currency ne duru 6 cities 50 pesos or anywhere around that figure then almost prediction. So what I'm saying is that and Nick Kwanzaa yato or from is saying one more report na on the abetono yetoto na sekra if it's one more can be paying nina a bemu then ye rakojo upon kroma say aban we betu anamon ba betu anamon papa ebema womo de omo enka no so nya den emmem oyine ba
I don't see na menko Dr. Fiona mintimano kwan na
ye wadwuma ye adwuma ese ye no so ye party mpanimfo ama ho sign be ba and that is the reforms are say ye no political party no reforms are be electoral college no more to aba ayi what friend say party executives.
But I may say from constituency, electoral area, region, question national, Yama police station for you now to be.
So, and the police station, let's
police station for you now to be. So, your party from crack the cry, from constituency elections, police station for now metro electoral area, no matter to constituency officers, no matter to regional officers and the national officers. The group parliamentary primaries near BM, ama card bearing members are good standing about to Nubia. I think everybody should have a say.
This reform, and I'm say, I am just a party, I'm a whole sign. And that is the future of winning 2024, one of the pillars. Political party reform. If you say, me constituency, in Stockholm, might be possible. Me call polling station, I'm say me call polling station, I'm a to about a polling station executives. Me do how graded Yanto. Okobrania church di wako. Na enso metoka every Kumasi ado be possible. Major group. Yanto be polling station. Offend say aba. Enti mobilization no ankasa events we saying na boa mama for do ho ehye amanyoko no ne nyumam. Tibi de me say sa reform no ma menhye national executives titru me more abaso. So omunya penti, that is the future of this political party. And a very important pillar yɛde bɛbreki 8 no ɔne ba ma me kɔma nim kakra bi nka ho na me nua no mmerɛm mehwɛ mmerɛ no a ɛm sɛ nkɔ bebree saa wadawroma wokɔ wadawroma hwɛ akwan ɛto aba paa akwan to aba interchanges ɛto aba bridges ɛto aba. If we say nipa ho womo enamaka Ashanti regional governor Chama Wontumi Otiemi Anopeya Obeka say yes me kan so ampa Georgia Hotel Nanda Roma oye breakfast meeting victory breakfast meeting I said it there sir. You lose election 2008. Na Ashanti region a key. So Ashanti region kotuni boom. First round na can not do Kuvado across 50+1. second round runoff no na address afedi e kwakwakoto na e late yanunti no se base yebase ya win 2024 infrastructure projects across the country are key, but ye ni free Ashanti region and so empuntua enye. Once again, yenya road minister Abba otiko koso na sase so ababa press conference say interchanges 5 and I'm kwanso a eba. Look, the way as I we say ba a bit change be manfo di boom akoto aba no wan hwe yi a be beyond the imagination of this government, and especially say airport and so ebetimi afri ho. This is the time yenya proper international airport, because embassies be relocated to Kumasi and Ashanti region. Then Wankra. Okay, now what we are contains the coin. No, we are offering saying, I am saying today, sir, the way Asante Mine and the Asante region, a big treat, I could try about 2024. No, sorry, yes, 2024. No, MPP are buying and Cassan, a shock on minimum, sir, yet to two nasi. Let's see, and let me emphasize on this point. Say, oh yeah, the Asante project, Nasamana. Oh yeah, Asante Ninti. Oh, push. This is the way I say it. Asante region are at the heart of this country. From Titi, Asante region, Namsen, a Jadie, Etimi, a Coswin intino. Nipa ye wa Ghana mfana nyina obia ewa say so be ba airport ye wie na airport a say western north ebetimi flow very quickly about Ashanti region. Buno betimi back quickly to Ashanti region.
Buno East.
For Buno East.
North.
Part of Eastern region. North. Near first class facility our Ashanti region. Adentina mimi free north now some minko offer say Accra. So, yenti Kumasi mpuntuo no ye hu say pivotal. Mami endi waha. Yetisikaso. Enso komedi. Nana Akufo-Addo was right then, and he's right now.
We are living in poverty in the midst of food.
Sir, you see, your bauxite deposits ne value a year closer to $400 billion.
101.3. Wontumi ready.
Nana Akufo-Addo and as they say first term while establishing Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation. Aba ewo was he a strategic partner? Nansen utie offering saying the State of the Nation address. Nana asamna kan na me say said you can maybe a twam we no kre na sam rezo eye no kre no na watu anamo abedru sam pempenso we say na wonfie nan a ekan yi
to anamo
mani nwe peye
but I say
ansana iron and steel no so emras
afiye bram na minti 12 minutes after 9 Roy Shark Che Brobeli no he lectures our Kumasi Technical University. That is I'm every year. Maminti we.
I'm a boss.
I love to listen to him.
Bro, for the Otipana. Me wo say me wo tech bombs we ho na we dey decided we dey a chopper susan so ho no kakra na wo fa ko fa ho no say amna bi de wo kwan na ye ya say wo kro ta fa ho
kwan to aba
ai
so the wo kan say wo fa be so say kwan to aba
assembly man no wo no yesre no ene onu abomafo omadaroma saa kwan nipa si fa so no omo mote atonsu feyase omo fa hopa nti ho no kakra no yes, at least I will be na it's creating a lot of inconvenience. Until when about Wadaroma, Yana, Wafidi, na omo, mobile, was our kind of so.
All right.
Broja Jemfi. On
Amani.
Me penasem wo ni personality, but sometimes they just it's a part into no yeah say so co different tangent.
One what if.
Na debi am ka say kenufuriata on. Even sometimes there are certain traits be a make crowds misua free no. Na botre anyhow to respond to issues no matter how provocative I'll be busado. And that is a hallmark of this man. And we should appreciate some of these people. Yeah, and train myself say be free man san ya kotronia kujinania kekansem afomo say ni. And if we have what we are sacrificing a salary and other per diems for this country, we have to celebrate this. One said the two of them even had a consensus, meaning that the man cut across every spheres of party. And it's hard time that some of us, politicians, no more Maybe we're friends, why be friends? One no one pino, because one got to a bangasino, now the constituency, one about one or will be a choir, one about one or would there be a guy as a supporter? Also, but this was an improvement to about area. And this hard time that the supporters should realize how say in Penifona this hard time they are all building consensus to help what the country. If we are saying they say we been doing what can't seem to honest or banner because of Pachawa. I chop party Mia Chema want to be say who am I? Oh, not to say be accepted some of these plea there or the other, and it's a nice way to show to others. And I believe there were two perspectives. They said Mr. Ishak Ekano, a message to the NDC party and a message to people. My so antagonism would dimpen for them. Even evidence in the war. Now they be America say even if a political party be moi, the Pakona will trouble on another would dinner term. Don't forget say be 8 terms and only you know so bedru hobby. Now bedru wa expect say obi so emu wana. We should cry any papa and nani wo fabi address the issues but don't attack the personality. Me to be dear tema or degrading the background to the lowest level. At the end of the day, now where we are because because politics the politics no say with me say nipano in such a way it doesn't sound well politics and your manner I think say is the best approach I want you to say or best say or patch on he is a man of faith no matter what. That man is very good and I like him personally for his demeanor and his competence here with me as a minister for finance. And then also I said in Ketia on parliamentary service board. But don't forget I said in Ketia was also a parliamentarian.
Yeah.
Yes. And Mimi who say politics you know Sir John blessed memory. It is also now on a sitting Katia fine. Secretary, General Secretary, General Secretary. They are all very good friends. I'm a Tama and I sitting Katia, Papa, I'm telling my Nipa free mono. No one day say John and that down about Kuma. Even could make a choice say who and we end this in who not them. And pass so or can say, dear Sir Joe, I can one who and I wonder. And Omuni are very, very close. Very, very close. And I'm not surprised Sedun Ketia Parliamentary Service Board. I'm not surprised because he was once an MP and also have been serving a lot and a minister before. And I don't think Obetumi pursue any threat. And I believe that chairman is also the Speaker of Parliament. And that man, I respect him. He respecting the power because of the experience. Anyhow, with me handle all different people that is on parties. And then back to the economic intelligence on President Mahama. You see, our party, they have a challenge, a big problem.
Party bear.
NDC. Seriously. I'm on interaction. Why? Because I'm on for a percent. Omutimi eba seen him so, but still as a former president impede omo. And even Haruna is one of the best opportunity, but he's always been impeded. And Mamina as I find a advice in the class why another issue. Even crying, I learned say so I'm here or the number 20 you cry never so hard because Wontumi and they have a problem in the sense that wasn't going to be groom will be Sebeya umbetimi de be as a vice crown na bibisa na kebia ka president Mahama crown 2024 as the economic intelligence for na predict here that person can even stand in, but there's a situation where they have to bring by all means case in Yanfan Koko to kwa. All these are all intentions to make sure say we all have a good image for the 2024 Sebeya President Mahama. And sometimes when some of these research and I say outcomes in the bar, they all have to sit down and look at it. No more ye or more personal sentiment, selfishness, if you no be the party in general as well. And the NDC4 should be very, 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 very careful and look at this research. But to be because I have listened to some of the party report to Papa Bia. And this sounds, but they also have the research and they be a beneficial, the victim, no, who be a what they are, who seek a semna, no, who are semno. And now I will link up with the Kojo Ponkroma, Minister for Information on the Break the 8. I say 8 be 16 because Nyame Adoma Ekufuado we ni 2024 na 16 MPP about 16 NDC about 16. So who is who? And I'm telling you that the NDC will not come lightly because they are motivated by 6 million voters. 6.2. That is their motivation. And such motivation is not an easy thing. Jim. And breaking the 8 power can me boss can rules. Electricity ne can and but one thing is that once a nipa drainer ye play the how. Why be say be our own kind of crown? I say, oh, dada nipa na bedu some stage because I wo poa. Other than one kind of crown, and then I what problem of Grico and ECG how they handle some of these communication because in nipa na enti na mo dada and I'm say power na ye na mo dada ya am ye to abamamo near to abamom hwede mo ye and they were working no so during President Mahama time enti se bibi kakra si pe na nipa no edwin say hey dia be ye hu why because what who be that enti and after that so they realized that power was still continuous na ye hu some signs bi say sunsuno be ka media sunsuno ne namadia na bia nche bia wo ne be pie. And that is how the management of breaking the 8, the party should be very, very careful with that. Power ni die. Or hiniba wo ya aware when him says power no. If the party MPP joke with it, they will lose drastically. And the way it is, Ashanti region so nenamo. Even though it be other regions, by your stronghold, you are supposed to be very careful. One you careful now you say be a later no metimia any nipa na be kasa na ma ye chirichiri mu a you might think now people are a little bit smarter than where you might think say be a previous no say be a e be do election now you say be a obe massage or my drain in such a way say some better amount, and that is a serious thing. Also they have to be very, very, very careful. Nipa drain because he said one more say hey tigro for enti he said doom so near come you doom so now when your party for be no more justify so when you doom so obi say nanya doom so na ye dian usu hu asema abeka enti let's doom pre enti ohima let's be fair, let's be credible by trying to give enti na make say they should omuma sa institutions no emiya hu no kura wom so that it will not be linked with a beer the government, and say, because breaking the 8 will be a war. Not a war in terms of Tokoba, but so be a say. This is a serious thing now. And lastly, about the you can't say a party, reforms, and yeah, make us say the party should work hard. Normal party for who the benefit of
from polling station to national. Polling station, electoral area, constituency, region, national. Obian to be. Polling station for no to be. Yes. We should get people who will be accepted by all.
And one thing that party, so they have to look is that they should look at their party people who have been working hard.
Yeah.
And anybody be a make up, baby, make be a stress on where party person I say will be compared to my way napco near per se a fund phone is 10,000, 5,000. And your day will make up him say because most of them are students. And they know what goes to Sebia or Pejuma, where or party one wine, maybe our chief executive one wine, then Kofobishi or Muji says can.
Right.
And this thing must stop.
This thing must stop. Dr. Samuel Efrieno, he's a lecturer with Kumasi Technical University. Oh no, and I'm in the 25 minutes after 9. Lawson Herbal Clinic. Lawson Herbal Clinic. In Nodo Aya 3, Miensa and de Tra. Loke measure for gonorrhea, syphilis, infertility, bilharzia, and after waist pains. When you delay man capsules now, it is for male vitality, especially sexual weakness, low sperm count, prostate problems in your baby and I feel waist pains. Now when you're Lawson Herbal mixture now, and you're for general body pains, malaria, rheumatism, menstrual pains, piles, and I feel fibroid, cocoa, and a fibroid ninano, and I was a fibros. If you want to call Missy Aba, Danny Aba, Freddie Mans have made, and I pedang, and I now Lawson Herbal Clinic when you be at 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 from why na enyumu monkomo ora George akom mamintiu
oh you me that's it my free baby with regard to the fact say a particular parliament here is going to give a lot of lessons and you benya history bebre nso so afrim tinam de say na wo kama kana fidie bebre so to that effect say we hwe baby abedri na niema atwam dada na ye de tunsani ani a we be nya niema bebre a ye be suade afrim wo ba menu abrojaja mfi me bona baso say wetimi akonachi ya na wakodwene ho say ampa niema bebre wo ho a wakafa ye papa ho ana say no say de ono an letter no ka no na woni mu ene wa hu say ne yetie no me na nakoma dwa koma mechia no baabi a obia no wafrim nyame fa na crazy ona kai wase dimpa enti ne chiche din ntu echire se obia na mo bia wutu bia no o se wudi wo hu ni na ba party ene ehun sensem a ya ne nkrofo bebre akata wo mani na omo ye niema bia sebi gunkrofo ho fin na sei nipadua bia sebi nkaniema bia emfata wo mo ye de tag wo mo Obama ka sembi ya me depa na debia minya kwanya metaka was say people are losing friends over political ideologies, but just remember that whenever you are in need and want support, you need friends, not government. Obama ne kan yo enti ya na yenu no mo wo fom no wo mo na sadi we ha mo pa se bia office e obi dom amanyoku bi nti wo ye ne tamfo woni ne ye bibia abom enye yi se de na menu ya sha kan mimi wanamfo bebre onabo ya wadu say o contested bantam MP oba me fie me ne tena se to nse didi
former deputy regional
o sabe deputy ko ya works and housing kura ka ho enso se hia bibia e beka bia is about national interest but uba from ho said na doctor kanu amofra esua ade bebre free mpanimfo ho tini yesi de odi akire no osua de odi ka na ndie na unknown code to be a ho ne say children learn examples, not advice. nti ade bia wo ye bia no nipa e wo ho nso so etie ho asem no mo de abo mbra nti we de meda na asese wo no akọ na chi na wo hu se ensem o kan no bia anya ade papa. Now Komsky can say me was the responsibility of intellectuals to speak truth and expose lies. And the time bia no so bia we intellectual bia wo ka sem bia hu asem na wo ka no and okure wom ene ne ebe babontin no emfa de boni bia enye dey ema. Sometimes say they are not making crofut mi kotena be no mohuru bia papa ye ka no ho asem ya nam so aye nua brojaja mfidi krata babontin ken menene hia bebre na the last time omni hia ya na ye be the last budget oboy kumase ha be inputs from the various institutions no na me hwe papa ne dimina eni kwan ya wo man no se ne dana koma so na wo hwe so wo man ne begina yi a bibia begina nsem bia nya ne pewo yesi papa opa ngoma so nya nanu modern ni ye ntia na no nkrofo yi kweti se enyo no nkone de ne salary ya che eni ade se nko bia de ne salary kura cha sa ne nkoma ye be ko yani mu and there is always an example. And this will be yes, I didn't also a bonabaso. And I was so happy. Say, do no so nanka, I think on the 16th of February, and also a Corvette here. None who do know, Koji, I hear what do I wait in my bar. We don't mostly Yajinatum. The Yabeman say, or in Shen Hode, no one to us, a Mojumason, a Magana. No one has Sika Semino, a Bejina brand. Indeed, ya papa, why are dear? Name they said they make an or call horses or to turn on. It's only the 2 days, Jack. Nature say idea sikasem no ya ehia Ghana for na niam ahodu bebrea no mu penchire mu through the board no na say the committee no wutimi chirichiri mu a mo makoma to me niam bu awte abontia wa hwe a wo be fi say ne ye kano no saa na etie and I was so happy say within the 2 days he was able to exonerate himself from some of the things that they are tagging on na say niam bebrea na ye say allegation, majority of them were allegation. Enti see new bridger waba abontin abekasa. Let me move to minia penny asidin katia naka parliamentary service board no. Unse tembia no. Obia no ha we as we chief for asempa kodo. Na wo he Maslow's theory of need ya Abraham Maslow. Ni niema wo ka no tembia nipa wo nyini a wo pese odum pempenso bi a wo betima contribute to the national development. Na kwanya obefa so a obenya kwanya no so ho ya na edin enti papa so wanya kwanya as a former member of parliament ne yes o meka parliamentary service board ho a me fi say obeyi ni party na to nchen no gina as an individual say dwumaso a wo kwa akodi e de aboa ma parliament o mo activities e be course no he the parliamentary service board no o mo dwumadi an say they are seeking for the welfare of members of parliament and other staff wo ho enti we nya de so wo ko ho na wo de amanyosem akwa akowuram na fortunately kra no he the composition. I think the majority leader is part, and the minority leader is also part, and then the Speaker of Parliament is also part. And in that, yes, we will now no dena man yourself. Akokase oh there be see between Ishak 2 CDC mintiasi because we MPP ni. The ultimate is a kono. Obama the 3 Fs the be ameka ho asem no ayedwuma. He has to be firm, he has to be friendly, and he has to be fair. Enti ya papa gwa bi onya akwanya obesumi nya niam miensa medija no say aside say bia onam amanyoku bi so bae no for the sake of the country o make sure say o man no mbeda na koma so because the way bia obi ehwew yentimi nkoka nkire wo say bia o free ndc mu na ba wa benya kwanya but I'm happy say niam bibra wo ye ni nyina edi adanse no na didi mu aya na ma so the party functionaries on bo afusi ase na say o mu nyina na MPP but when you are talking about national discussion and national development here also no hwese o man bedo akoma so because the ultimate say ye we ni nyina na say o nyina betimanya kwanya boa ma o man no akone nim ti o kono ye ni so obekwa akobo adwuma so as an individual not in the lines of party nti so oko back to EIU report no said na menu Ishak kan o hwe EIU omo report ni niema ababontia. This is not the first time. Na me support no with that yes and answer the number of times ababontia. Say 2012 almost predicted say Mahama former president His Excellency Obedi Nkunimodi ye. Ano de obi ankasa wo. 2016 was MPP beba be mo buy. And 2020 omo kai. Report to be a babontia bia no. Eba de ebe kwama no one way din. And you cannot rubbish any report because we are by report ni nyina de ntia aye halabalu ana halabalu aba ho ne se akoye kutibin eye ya na fita betu ato nim de ntia fita na betu ato party almost can say they need a new face, you know. I know na akoka. So almost can no year honey free moi. Could be anyone ko beka ho asem. Let me tell you frankly, say report no buy, you know. I was saying this be dinkunim. But they need a new face, you know. I know na anyu omo and I say anya party need there with regard to say young kase be a company that no abeto as well be dinkunim no. Similarly to kono no nyina keka ho nsem bebre. But ke buy na you living nyina out of the fact say nyi e bia nipa foforo na yemfa ne mra na o me di party nenim. E na komu gya ne sa nkenya de sen ke be duru sam pempen so we. We are areas and here me kese say see new face mra. They need a small majority and quite a you saw in the report say they win with a slim majority. That one they didn't talk about that, and they also talk about the winning of the party. Fine, but aspect here mukasi pa say they need a new face. But maybe they never say as I know too early. Because we heard the number of years you did and now we need because we heard the dynamics of Ghanaians election and Ghana's election. Tembiano and Yamano air calling in any part of the SSR. Now we hear the bar now ya I say the parameters are now say indicators a buy and yet they say a drew so you didn't know what will be happening along the line. And into Nama in your punk commands so Kabisu say they are also going to work hard to make sure say and Yama Bakumi and sa a free report to no buy and umbe 2 report to be say ba me pesenka o subjecting to what we call the SWOT analysis. Also heard the strength side, the weakness aspect, and then the opportunities have been from any other external threats. So I report we buy and it's one we bit my quantity our party. No, now as I'm saying, young call baby, said the name Shaki was and you might be brain and crofo so to people can change their minds within a day to election, even 24 hours. We bit my son again, and they say almost kind of straight. Say chinchina say ne beya no na me what doubt kakra na na mpese me hu baby a omunya omo input no e dey free sometimes no yeah na you believing in scientific research. I wanted to know how many people are omo omo interview any the kind of analysis omo yeah but if you look at the report it didn't talk about that. But notwithstanding, I think that we cannot throw this one away without taking recourse to the fact to say sanema we need our implication and we know ayadia test what na my party be so any other ho. I think that most of the things so the normal way of say the biana by be transfer chain film watch na fofra sabano. If that be the case, an MPP agenda of breaking the 8, there are a lot of work to be done. I know say there's always a first time and something that we think is not impossible in a decade can be changed. And the free say the bia 8 years number for bako 8 years number but a bia nenyama masaba ni the effort and then the good work party or by so and our tear so ebeye said the name canon previous elections ya nyina dudu no be call we ya and parties no bomb humodin ye niema kiti to convince people. I think we are moving away from that. But remember landlord gibi French president bi aminu eshak otu akoko live bed otutu no home enyi na ne fedesi ne ntaka otutu ni nyina de gu form owie ya na osade aburo gu form say on side ma meso sampa no wadan ani sa na ya na sometimes any politicians no if you say yeah ebebo now people have become discerning say bi okra mo twen and yeah to abana the caterpillar ABC will be kwanso then the people will say no it's kind of an insult in quote because yatina hwa sadri ya ye beto abana mu desa de ne bebade ya menia also you change that idea and that approach ya tambia say ye beto abana ye project no I think say ka wunya kwanya we start ya right from the time we benya kwanya no and you betima ye bia niguso people are also getting to know say sa na de bia omo ye I think say looking at the report any the mini upon kroma kano we need to marry the two and see where we can capitalize on the output of the report na there be here say you two one as a party any niema also ye intentem ya ye beye na ye ntontwene kra because there's no report wa wunya bibi enye day infrim so I think say this is a wake up call to the party say niema omo gina so omo keka nti bia enti bitima babem no mostly I know say because of the 8 year tenure there bia ban bia watena so bia ye no but notwithstanding we can break the genes, we can break the lines, we can break the chain but it depends on hard work but dint of hard work and this another say obefa ne saa so me na mo power nti e bia manya kwanya metimi aya ebe kakra no obeduru mpempenso me na niam aka ne no timi de convincing crofo no now the yes are enye wi nti I'm not trying to support the agenda and answer the idea say e bia omaka say NDC be winning with a new face, but you say wa ho odin e ya dia here because 1 2 1 among na wuja ne tra say saa na enya wa hwe ya na du na bandi right from now no say the minu shark no obobo enema bi a ye indicators e kire say Ghana for hwe so to aba akwan ni kani asem ya doctor so boss you see 2 1 among ade ba ko minu ya hadwene e wo mabunu na fa ye dwuma eni ye ho ne mane menti mesre say akwanya be ya party na sa ba ban mu no saa ne mani nyina ye 2 1 among one aspect ha hadwene kakra ye nyina ye nim galamse ni hu sensem ni nyina no I think there's restriction yeah bitima boa amasa ne mani nkrofo atias but say who person who appeal to the conscience of the people na niam a they appeal no enya visible no ya na ehho asem no din ntimi I agree in part with the report with regard to say bia the break the 8 ni betimi aba na say party no fufuro betima ban but it depends on how the incumbent will do their work, and I know say with the policies here eba any interventions ahodo eba no yenko ye nim sa 4 years no from now till that time no na ne ma sesa wan hwe yi kura na report yi and me mem say de bia o ye no maka bia ma na bem bad ye hwe say e bia wan hwe yi na this time no we na nkwa nkwa mu a betima boa amase ne o mo ka no so agina yi ntimi nua ya dia o se nyina ye ni di akire na yetimi hwe ne beba frim
CD capsules and a face CD ointment and ra CD herbal company and a diaba and a pace urum or apidang herba misty herba BT Royal Freddie Man Blazer require and a fe Mama G ewu kumasia ubenyabi Eastern region overclock Gabson Pharmacy Amen and Amen and a fe Tony K Okota Kradia a Mensa and a ube raho na uniomu edinkomo okaishi dragleo no ewan cry nemom obako lashibi Shalom Sport a bay community 19 junction honum na wahwehwe CD Herbal Company womo atena ye kese no enwei CD capsules and no your immune booster and a CD ointment and also so no for general body weakness what is rasra bibia be konkan e dia mam 0209682836 afe 0505 767 425 ena ofra uniomu ebedi enkomo Razak Kojopoku National Lotteries Authority their public relations officer bro Razak Kojopoku good morning Christian Kweku Atasapom as also a deputy regional organizer of the MPP in Ashanti region Kweku Atasapom video Emra. This is going to happen next week Monday, a public holiday. Amasia South DC babunu pa branch to semia ending day say umpesom ye national youth organizer enema the new patriotic party ye discuss the 2021 budget statement and the fiscal policy the focus on the Edema, the General Secretary, Ora John Bodu, Onusu Age, Yenia Dennis Kwakwa, Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer, Ono play host, Onusu so Ejnemu Ebi Den, Michael Osei Boatin Pope, and so I think Bruno